Alright. Oh, is this thing on? Yeah, we good. What's cracking, bulls? Let's do an update. It's been a couple of days. Skipped the weekend. Moved forward with that weekend because markets have been shit. Markets have been. I'm just making sure. Just getting everything's looking good. Just getting used to this whole live thing. People make it look way easy. Crypto bros in 2017. Crypto bros in 2025. Alright, so what we're going to do here is same thing as usual. We're going to go through the charts. Smash charts, give you A-grade technical analysis, blockchain bulls, professional grade, and we will move through the charts together. We'll look at a few things. I'll show you a couple of altcoins that I'm interested in, whether it's longing or shorting. I'll give you a general all-round view of the market. We'll go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and then we'll also look at some interesting markets like gold, the stock market, the dollar, the NASDAQ, and then we'll go through a couple of X posts, tweets, if you will. But that's it. Same thing every day. Well, I think we're going to start doing it at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. It works well for me. Works well for you. Let's do it. So first thing first, we will have a look at Bitcoin. Just make sure my head is in a good spot. Here we go. That's the best spot for the head, is out of the way. This is not Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin right here. Okay, let me just switch. Looking at the volume indicators here. Backtesting, constant backtesting, always backtesting. Flicking over. Where's my normal configuration? There it is. Here's my normal configuration. So what we're looking at here, let's zoom out a little bit. We will go to the daily chart. One candle equals 1 day. One candle equals 1 day. So one of these candles is 1 day. This is the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price currently $81,592 to the T. What you're looking at here is more or less a channel, a big downtrending channel. It's got me bullish a few times. I'm too bullish. It's so hard not to be. I've pre-programmed. I've been in this market for like nearly 8 years now, and all the things that are happening right now in the market, I'm talking the president, I'm talking the progression, I'm talking the SEC, I'm talking everything. I've been waiting. We as a whole in the industry have been waiting. Any questions, we'll answer them at the end as well. We have been waiting as a whole in this industry since I've been around, for all these things that have been happening. So it's basically just the total cactus up the a-hole when everything that you've ever wanted in the crypto space starts coming true, and the price just crashes. Altcoins do worse than potentially they've ever done in a bull market, maybe even in a bear market. They've been doing absolutely terrible. Let me move this over here. Absolutely fucking shit. So just making sure this thing's working. Yep, still good. So looking at Bitcoin price, let's move my head again. Looking at Bitcoin price, so now it's on the bottom side of the channel. So it's on the bottom side of the channel. It's going to get some relief soon, but you know that these expansions, these moves, they typically they run people ragged. So let's zoom in a bit. Now this is one candle equals 4 hours. One candle equals 4 hours. Neaten it up a bit. So now it's testing these lows, these previous lows that were acquired on the 28th of February, these 78k lows, very important area. And Bitcoin's coming for them. So once it starts a move like this off low volatility, if this is the case, it is coming for these lows. And you will find that if there is aggressive buy pressure, or competitive buy pressure is probably the better way to say it. If there is competitive buy pressure, then obviously people are going to be buying the higher low. That is what people do. If they want to get in first, they buy the higher low. They front run the bottom, the support. So if there is competitive buyers, I'm talking big institutions and stuff, the ideal place to buy obviously is at previous support, because you know that the price has been there before, it will go there before, it's friends with that price. But again, if it's competitive, they will be buying it early. they buy before it reaches there because they're all front running each other. You know, this you think sometimes that they're all in cahoots against each other. When it comes to market makers, potentially they are, but overall, they're against each other. They're against each other, not us. Sorry, I meant to say they're against us. They're against each other. They are competing against each other. These are big institutions. Most of the time, they are competing against each other for best entries and to offload or load up the bags. So Bitcoin price, it's looking for that bottom low. You need to be looking for, if you want to see a bottom, obviously it needs to start bottoming out now. It literally, this as per caption or as per thumbnail, Bitcoin's final stand yet again. This is the area that it needs to try and make this higher low, because as you know, trend reversal, low, higher low. That's sort of what a trend reversal typically looks like. Or it can be more aggressive, straight into a higher high. Or there's the other way, which is less common, which is straight into a higher high and then a higher low. That's very bullish. Or that's a bear flag. One of the two. Depends if it plays out. But that's what I'm saying. So this is the potential for a higher low, and very important that it does put in a strong higher low if this is to be the bottom. Otherwise, if you start getting larger time frames like 12-hour time frame, 1 day time frame, start getting like big candle closes, like thick candle closes, shit like this. See this big one here that happened? You can see, if we zoom in, you can see how there was a low here. See, there was like it's albeit a very wicky low. It's a low, and then tried to make a higher low, bear trap, bull trap, sorry, and then you see this big red candle here. That led to, how much was it? It was a lot. It was that one candle, an extra 15% after that candle. So we got to really keep an eye on these big red candles here. And if you do get a big red candle closing below this 78 area, yeah, I guess you're expecting, we're expecting prices down to this this support area here, bare minimum 75k. Okay, so that's it really. It's higher low watch yet again, but that is down. Downtrend in a bull market is pretty much reversal higher low watch the whole freaking time. So that's it. We had a really good M30 30-minute trade on last weekend. As you can see here, we longed that. Got the blue bars, got the signal, bang, mad gains, massive gains. Turned 500 into 850. And then we got another long signal here, which was the wrong. It was a poor signal. It was a bad trade, poor signal. We should have shorted it, obviously. We longed that. In hindsight, absolutely shit. But we lost 100. So that 500 went to 850. That 850 is now 750. So still up, obviously. Had a really good trade here, but yeah, wrong direction. Shit happens. That's the whole thing. Constantly trying to backtest and work on your strategies. It is what it is. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Oh god. Oh dear. Mother of. I have to clean up all this chicken scratch soon. Ethereum's just downtrending so hard, so bad. Let me have a look at the Bollinger Bands. BB's just walking. Was walking the band. Was walking the band terribly there. Trying to make a low. You see these lows when it walks a band and then it makes a lower low, but doesn't touch the band. If you read John Bollinger's it's over there on the shelf. John Bollinger. I'll get it. I'll show you. Bollinger on Bollinger Bands. Pretty good read. Pretty basic read though. It doesn't give you it didn't give me what I wanted. It gave me a couple of insights, but a bit more respect for volume indicators, I guess. But that's about it. And a couple of tips and tricks. One of them, for example, is if it walks the band and then it makes a lower low, but doesn't touch the band, doesn't even pierce it. John Bollinger himself would go long here, according to, I think it's chapters 21 21 in that book. So Ethereum here, let's have a little look, see if there's any divergence. There is. On the Giga RSI, our in-house indicator. Looks like it's going to try and make some divergence. So you'll see it better on a lower time frame here, something like this probably. Yeah, so nearly 2 counts. What I'm seeing here is you got a low, you got a high, you got a lower low, you got a high, you got a lower low. So we had some good bullish divergence here. Low, higher low, low, lower low. As you can see, Giga RSI picked that up, labeled it for us. Nearly got the 2 drives of it. Yeah, very close. You'd be able to fuck around with some time frames and find the one that you want, but maybe not. It's in reversal territory. I mean, it's not. You haven't seen a big wick to the downside yet. You haven't seen too much liquidations, but it's holding this 2K line. Crazy. Maybe we'll see what happens. But yeah, piss week. Ethereum piss week. John Bollinger would long it though. Solana still back around this 125 area. We talked about this a lot. This, on the other hand, is holding support just. Again, there's some serious. There would be some serious institutional buyers here at this 125 level. I mean, I'm a buyer. I'm dabbling. I'm starting to chip away because look, like we've said before, this 125 area is, this 125 area is insane. It's insane. Look at this. This goes all the way back to March 2024. So it's a full year ago. You got 1. Yeah, you get a 2. You got 3. You got 4. I'm talking about you got 5. All the times that it went to around 125, potentially pierced it, but closed back up above, and didn't close and continue down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to count this as 1, 9. I'm going to count that as 1, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm going to give it 11 times. 11 times the Solana price has hit this 125 area, and within days, or within a day, or days, it's just bounced back up. And whether it's tried it again and again and again, it hasn't failed. Hasn't succeeded in surviving underwater. Call this the surface of the pool. It can't breathe under, can't hold its breath. It cannot hold its breath. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm getting a few signals on the gigabars. We got one here. I missed it though. What a massive short this is. Have a look at this. TNSR. So if you're a blockchain bull, you get our in-house indicator. I made it. Gigabars. The gigabars. Blue bars. Means big moves coming. Blue bar there. You got a head fake, so opposite direction, then a big move. Might not look like a big move, but have a look at this. Ready? Drag it up for a short. 50%. That's big. Imagine with a bit of leverage. Source that up. 4x. That's 200%. So another one. Blue bar. Bang. Big move up. Big move down. Blue bar. Little head fake. Opposite direction first. Bang. You could even continue on. We got this today. I wasn't on the battle desk, unfortunately. Wasn't in the war room. But yeah, that would have been an unreal short. So good. And coming off these highs too, like it's not like you're getting blue bars down the bottom, you're getting blue bars up here. Whew, and look at this big red bar straight after it. Like that's the easiest money that you're ever gonna make in this crypto market, I swear. So I got blue bar in here. You know, Sats is blue bar, but it's always blue bar. Sats is blue bar, but it's always blue bar. I'm probably short that, but it just stays. It's very, very low volatility, this Sats. XCM, bit of a short on here. I have a bit of a short on this. Got a little bit filled up here. Added the position around where it is now, pretty much. Hoping for lower prices on XCM. We shall see. It's very open to come down to this this area down here, which would be a nice 20-something%. It is a very 27%. That'd be red hot. It is a very shorted asset though, so you're just hoping for. You're more or less just hoping for the seller, the actual holders of the coin to sell. One on JST, gotta be careful with this one, or Justin Sun's ones, Justin Sun's shit coins. They do strange, scammy, big spikes, but again, yeah, it's blue bar and bottom range. And the DEXE, I think a lot of us in the blockchain bulls are short this. It's coming to the bottom side of the range, so you got to obviously be careful where it is right now. Hasn't broken down yet. But if this price action continues and it does break down below this box, I mean, it's going to come down to at least 13 bucks. At least this support here will break this support. Something like that maybe, or if it's truly a piece of shit like it looks, it'll continue lower. So there's a bit of alpha for you. Gold, what's gold doing? Let's flick out to the daily chart. 1 candle equals 1 day. What's gold doing? Gold is, again, it looks like it's breaking out of this channel, or trying to break out of this channel, and it wants to come up and try for this 3K area like we've talked about multiple times. So not a whole lot new on gold. Same. Moving on. Stock market. Stock market's really dictating. Well, it's not dictating, but it's showing us where the global liquidity is at. So this has been pretty brutal for the stock market. The stock market's usually not that brutal. It happens every now and then, like April. So it's happened like this once, twice in the last year. But it barely happens. It's barely this brutal. So we're just going to have a little look for the break of the channel. I mean, people will be freaking out. A lot of late shorters coming in here most likely. So you will most likely find the chances are when this bottoms with a bit of relief, it'll happen to be the exact same week. Might not be the same day. It could be a day before. Could be a day after. It'll be the same week or the same span of a couple of days that Bitcoin actually bottoms as well. Or the crypto market bottoms, not necessarily permanently bottoms, but it'll like a local bottom at least for a bit of relief. Relief rally is the word that we're looking for here. So since SP 500 is looking for a bit of a relief rally, I mean everything's in the extreme lows. So how long? It's like holding a big basketball underwater. That's pretty much what's going on here. It's just eventually going to. It's going to have to. It doesn't have to, but it has to. The Nasdaq's the same, just basically more brutal. My head's in the way, but Nasdaq looking like shit. Coming off the highs, big 10%, minus 10%. The dollar, okay, the dollar is what's keeping everybody. It's the hope. It's the drip feed of hopium into the veins. So, yeah, anything below here helps crypto pump. Anything above here, risk assets usually get wrecked. We've had this written on here for a long time. I just added this one recently, but yeah, that's typically, if you go back and have a look, it's not directly correlated, but it's very, very, very similar. It happens a lot. This is a good thing for risk assets, typically speaking. Okay, so. Alright, that's at least we put one tick on. Alright, let's move on to the fun stuff. Where am I? Here we go. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is 27. Fear, currently, I'm pretty sure it's extreme fear now, since I've pulled this up. So it is extreme fear at the moment. By the fear, potentially by the fear. That's probably that's the problem with the 7 o'clock streams. I'm going to be going to bed soon. Fear and Greed Index. So by the fear, sell the greed. It's a lot easier said than done. World Liberty Fire. So apparently the Trump family's wallet crypto wallet. Has a massive Ethereum holding, pretty much nearly all Ethereum. Yep. Value 15 mil ETH. 15 mil, 15 mil Bitcoin, wrapped Bitcoin. 15 mil USDT, I don't know what's the point. $10 million worth of staked ETH. $10 million of Tron. They like moved, which is weird. And then what? They got $5 million worth of white coin. Is that legit or what? I don't put it past them at all. Apparently it's down. Apparently down bad though. I read somewhere that, what does it say here? Profit and loss. Oh no, I was reading today that it was like they're down 100 mil, but it doesn't look like that in those values. But that's what I was reading today. I was like, they spent 250 mil on crypto and they're down. It's valued at 150 mil at the moment. So that's what I read today. We'll see. Back to this crypto bros in 2017. The glory days. I'm telling you right now, utility coins. Fuck banks and government, except for XRP. Everyone into XRP was always loving banks. Decentralized peer-to-peer currency, that was a big narrative, and mining. Everyone was like asking how to mine crypto. How do you mine Bitcoin? Oh yeah, I gotta make this mining Bitcoin. Crypto bros in 2025, they're sucking their own sockets. They are, there's a void in the middle of their skull. They've got a head like an old man's rocket. And they've also just dived headfirst into the shallow section of the pool. ETF please, regulation good. Banks and government please buy, please pump my bags. Banks and government please, you've saved me so many other times in life. I just need you to really, really look after me right now. Banks and government, thank you so much. Like that's ever fucking happened.
Bidding of
so
Western Europe.
This is an interesting one. This is Scaramucci. I don't know if you've heard about Scaramucci before. He's a political talking head. He's probably everybody that knows him personally would hate him, I think. He's pretty popular here and there. He's just always sort of in the conversation. People listen to him. People listen to him a lot. He does jump from party to party. I think he does really truly dislike Trump, I believe. But let's have a listen to a little bit together. I think Trump's going to put us into a recession, he said. So I haven't listened to this yet. We'll just listen to a minute, the first minute. Let's listen to the first minute together. See what we think. All right.
Well, listen, I see it very differently than Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. The Russians were the aggressors. The Ukrainians had a democratically elected leader that repelled them and did the bidding of Western Europe and the free world by repelling a dictator from invading a sovereign nation. And so it felt like a setup to me. It felt like they brought him in to rough him up like that, I guess, to humiliate him and get him to resign because he's a very strong leader. The expectation was 3 years ago that he was going to leave. Putin was going to take Kiev in weeks, and they've been fighting it out for 3 years. And so, I applaud Zelensky, President Zelensky, and I just think it's a shame that the United States is going in this direction. So I'm not a fan of what happened, but I understand what they did to him. It was a propaganda setup, frankly.
You've worked with this president. You've been this close to him. What is he thinking in terms of why is he warming up to Putin?
None of us could figure that out. Whether it was me, McMaster, John Kelly, none of us could figure it out. And I'm not saying that President Trump is an agent of Vladimir Putin. None of us say that. But if he was, you would go down the list of what he is doing and you would do those things. You would go after the Canadians, our longstanding allies. You would attack the Mexicans.
Dude looks like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. I don't know about the political speak. I'm waiting for this Trump, this recession shit actually. So might have a little skip through a bit, but yeah, he's clearly a libtard.
Say that Panama needs to get back the canal. And that's sort of a themselves safe. And what I would say is that there are 5.7 billion people on the planet that are living under some form of autocracy. The Jewish karmically, it's going to be bad for our alliance. That's a bad direction.
We have to raise price. Anthony, I was on I did an interview with HP CEO Enrique Lores yesterday. He might have to raise prices because of tariffs on his computers. We have tariffs. We have the spectacle in the Oval Office. How could investors not fear this president?
Look, it's very bad. But look, the market's telling you that. Steve Cohen, a good friend of mine, I'm an investor of his. He said it last week. Remember, tariffs are a tax, and they're primarily a consumer tax. It's a consumption tax. It's sort of like a VAT, and that's a regressive tax. And so what ends up happening is the poor people, it eats up more of their disposable income than any other income group, and it's very harmful. It creates a negative flywheel, a vicious circle in the economy. So again, I understand that we need to manicure and surgically go through our trade agreements and reset some of them to protect American workers, and I'm all for that. But I don't think this sort of blanket approach is the right way to do it, and I think he's going to put us into a recession, frankly.
We've seen recession probabilities pick up. Our show's been talking about it all day long. Are they right? Are economists right to worry that this president puts us into a mild recession?
Look, I mean, you got some room. The Fed could cut rates and create more liquidity in the market if we're really going to go into a recession. But it feels like that. He didn't need to do any of this. The economy was doing quite well. He could have surgically applied some tariffs. He could have, if he didn't like certain things. Remember, he himself did the trade deal, redid the trade deal with China, redid the trade deal with Canada and Mexico. If he didn't like elements of it, he could have gone back to them and tried to tweak it. But going about it the way he's going about it, he's got the Canadians talking to the Chinese now about selling their energy. I don't know. I don't think that's in the best interest of the United States.
Not a hell of a lot from him, Not a whole lot, but that's pretty much it. Because he's just a Trump basher. Moving on. Just wanted to recap just real quick. Look at this.
Had that collar tie. Right here you see Gaethje dip, catch him with the left hand, and then land a beautiful uppercut.
Grabs behind. That's a Gaethje classic. Just swing the head low. Dip where you shouldn't. Barely keep your eyes on the target.
Right here you
Lift
see
your
Gaethje
head. Instead of swinging with the left,
catch him with the left
grab
hand,
him around the back of the neck and send one straight up through his chin.
Let that collar tie drag him right up into that right uppercut.
Look at
that. Watch your left hand grab.
Look at that.
Grab. Okay, he's there. Land that.
That's one of those things where nobody would want to train him that, but he would just always want to train that in the gym. 90% of trading success is about surviving. Okay, we feel that right now. Build a profitable strategy. Okay, who's got a profitable strategy? Learn risk management. Stop loss. You cannot lose money. That's that's something that we all got to learn. I still lose money. Learn risk management. You try to minimize risks. Very important. Become consistent. Just do it every day, like what I'm doing. Journal everything. Okay, no, people don't write these days. People don't even blow the dust off the pens. People don't even have pens in sight. Probably, I can see some up there. Enjoy it. Enjoy this journey. We are at the forefront of the technological financial revolution. All right, let's have a little look here. The last bit of hopium, and then we'll fuck off. We're on the 30-minute. DXY collapsing, rapid increase in global liquidity. That's what we were talking about before with the dollar. Extreme fear, weak cans are capitulating. I think they absolutely are, especially with these altcoins. Like, people are just getting what they can get for them now. Anybody still holding their altcoins is probably planning on holding it for the long run. Above 50-week moving average bull market is still intact. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. It's really actually, but sure. I'm optimistic that Bitcoin has higher to go. The cycle is over, unlikely. Early cycle likely. I don't know what this shit is, but Bitcoin cycle scenarios, time-based, ignores price. I also think that this is just the washout of all washouts. and that the bull market's not over. Bitcoin will continue higher, but some of these altcoins will not make new highs. Probably most of them will not make new highs. That's my opinion. That is the opinion that I'm under. And they need to be saved. They need to be saved big time by Grand Theft Auto 6, putting crypto in it, or something that people don't really understand, something that people can't value properly. Just send the market crazy. And then also the global liquidity conditions need to match up. Anyways, take it easy. We'll keep it there. We'll leave it there. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Peace and love. Take it easy. Have a good day tomorrow. Let's wrap this bitch up.